If you are an executor in probate or thinking about becoming an executor, you do have significant duties and responsibilities. In a way, you're an officer of the court in administering the estate of your loved one. And so your duties really fall under three categories. One is the duty to be prudent and to act, with ordinary intelligence. A lot of times you satisfy your duty of prudence by relying on professionals such as probate attorneys and accountants. The second duty you have is the duty of loyalty, which in this context means not stealing property from the estate. You've got to bring together the property of the estate and administer it fairly and not in a self-interested manner. And then the third responsibility is the duty to follow the law. Follow the provisions of the will if there is one. And again, you're going to do that by having competent probate counsel assist you. So the process for becoming an executor or a personal representative usually means that if there's a will, it's going to name somebody to be that executor. And if the person who's named can't serve, then there will be one or two backups named. And so if you're one of those people, that may be how you're appointed. If there's no will, it's generally going to fall to the next of kin. And so you just need to do a family chart and figure out how close you are in relation to your deceased loved one. And then once we've identified who should be petitioning to be the executor, then your attorney will help you put together a petition with the court that asks for permission for you to be appointed the executor. And all the heirs will get notice of that petition. If anybody's got a problem, they can come in and object, and then the court will make a decision on whether to appoint you as executor. So we're talking about challenges that an executor might face. I would say the number one challenge that they're going to face is questions and concerns from family members who don't have good visibility into the process and are therefore questioning whether you as the executor are doing your job correctly. And of course, the remedy to that is good, clear communication and providing clear accountings and inventories. Another challenge that you may encounter is just identifying and bringing into the estate the property of your loved one, figuring out what the property is. And you have to do a little bit of sleuthing and investigating to track those things down, particularly when it comes to accounts and things like safe deposit boxes. And more digital property is an important thing that the estates are administering. A third challenge you may face is dealing with property that involves other people, such as property that's owned by more than just your loved one, or if there's a business in the estate that needs to be taken care of or sold, or other types of interests that involve negotiating with outside parties. So digital property is going to be, at its basic level, it could be things like a Spotify account. It could be photographs on the cloud that they're going to have tremendous value, sentimental value to the estate. It could be cryptocurrency. It could be all kinds of things that are just held digitally. I believe that executors should always seek legal help. And the fact of the matter is that you don't want to be criticized for doing your job incorrectly, and you want to get it done expeditiously, and you need legal help for that. And really, the estate is going to pay for those legal fees. And so why put yourself at personal risk when the estate will provide you an attorney? If you have any questions about your responsibilities and your duties as an executor on probate, please give us a call at the Sierra Crest Business Law Group.